Does anyone remember this?
C++ or DOS?
msdos.
Those commands.
So what Bill Gates did is he took MS-DOS and he turned it into something which you could visually organize all your information. And then Steve Jobs took that and made it even more friendlier. So this is the first mind map. This was by Darwin, and he used the principles of mind mapping. We can see the branches here.
What nationality is Darwin?
I think it's British, but I don't know for sure. And this is Boing. So from Darwin to Boing, you can see the development of mind mapping. Now normally mind mapping isn't really hand-drawn. Mind mapping isn't used in businesses because it's difficult to share, it's difficult to add, difficult to edit. But even with the invention of computer mind mapping, there were still a lot of problems. The computer mind mapping didn't emulate how the mind works. This is Windows mind mapping, MindJet. You can see it's just very linear and very. It doesn't have that expressiveness of organic mind map. So this is Windows, MindJet, MindNode.
MindNode does.
Yeah. So MindNode is mind mapping software. You can have it on your iPad, but you can also have Mind Map Ultimate on your iPad as well. Let me just show you. Just pass it around.
It's a software.
Yeah, it's software basically.
And
So this is basically the development of the software. At the beginning it was very, there wasn't much you could do with it, it was limited. And it didn't even look that nice.
What is the concept behind this? What is doing?
Yeah, so the concept is basically visualizing your thoughts, visualizing and crystallizing your thoughts by actually using the computer to do that, using mind mapping.
What are we
Why did
using?
it start with big and then going to smaller and smaller? Why?
Yeah. The concept is in this.
So basically a mind map is used to crystallize our thoughts and put it down on paper and structure our thoughts and our concepts and give us insight from a different point of view. Yes?
Right.
So it's painting pictures with words because our brain thinks in pictures.
Yeah.
It doesn't think in words. So when we think of something, we think of images and pictures. Yet when we take notes in writing.
Yeah.
Right? So the idea behind this is to capture what's in our brain in the way that it's stored in our brain to give us better insight. Yes?
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at, is how to capture more effectively the know-how in our brain so that we can increase from 1% to 2% the access of our subconscious brain. Yes? And the most important thing is to remember it. So how can we represent it in a way where we can visually remember it and visually think about everything in a far more easy and achievable way?
What he's doing right now. He's
Yes.
showing
So
us.
Alex, explain what you're doing.
So now I'm making a mind map of what you were saying.
Right?
As you can see, just look at what I'm doing basically.
So the main one, is the main idea.
Right in the middle is the main idea. Then is the sub-branches of the ideas, and then and you can keep on going on and adding to each one. right? So you start with the main idea. He's putting the main branch, and then you put sub-branches, right, with sub-ideas, just like that one up there that I did up there. Sorry?
Exactly same like fishbone. But
It's-
this
it's-
way is different.
No, it's different than fishbone, because what you can do is you can put
You can
images, you can draw with your hand, you can put pictures, you can put PowerPoint slides, you can put photographs, you can put Excel spreadsheets, you can put any visual graphic image, right, in the brain map, which means that then, and the idea is that you capture one concept totally, right, in one visual look. Whereas normally you would need 30 or 40 pages to capture all the ideas, right, to write them down. Here on one page you capture all the ideas. That is the idea.
These are the basics. So on our joystick we have a central red button, and that represents a new action, a new branch. Then on the left side we have the modify, where we can move the branch. Now we add images, add icons.
Why don't you take us through that brain map and what it means?
Yeah. So we've done the red core thing here, which is basically from here moving out to basic ordering ideas. Here we can link things. We can link different ideas using this. It's the green one. The orange one draws a box.
So this-
And these more advanced features I cover in the actual program.
I've been using brain maps for 20 years to capture my know-how and my knowledge. I have over 500 brain maps on my computer. Right? When I want to learn something fast, then what I do is or when I want to put something together fast, then what I do is I put it on a brain map, right? And then it's stored on a computer in the way that I thought about it, and I can print it out or pull it out, and in any moment of time I can use that information in a very fast way. And then you can move things around, and you can shuffle things around, you can rearrange ideas, you can put things, you can build concepts, and so on and so forth. Where's my thing? Let me just show you an example on the thing. This is my, I did a brain map if I have no limits, yes? No limits.
This is yours?
Yeah, this is mine, right?
That's no limit means.
Yes, no limits means if there was no limit stopping me from enjoying my ideal life. Yes? If I had no limits enjoying my ideal life, right? So the first thing would be, whoops.
This is the way, is it?
Let's not do that.
You can explore more.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
the first
What is the
thing,
name? What is the name? I want just to get my name.
right?
This
I
is
wouldn't
a-
work,
this is a-
right? I would stop working, right? That's the first thing. I would stop working, I would be on, right? I said, what would be the consequences of not stop working? Then I said, right, Alexander, I would plan something together with Alexander, right? Health, I'd get some checkups, right? I'd have a comprehensive check just to make sure I'm okay. I have some problems with my stomach, as you already know from the food, right? I'd try and sort those stomachs out, right? And so on, rest, right? What I would do, right, with various other things. Eileen, my wife, idea, what we could do, money, what we could do. I'd write a book, right, where would we travel and so on. So I just designed this and I printed it out and I put it on my desk as a vision. It's on Android and in Apple, right? I have it on my...
See, there is my map memo.
On Samsung, yeah, as well.
Mine.
But it's most powerful when it's used on the computer.
مو تلفونك انت؟ بلاك بيري وهذا وش تلفونه؟ ايفون هذا؟ من عنده ايفون؟ It's good one?
Yeah. Samsung is the best.
So these are the...
better than iPhone.
There is no thing other than Samsung is the best.
So one of the things this is on my iPhone, right? You see, you can.
Yeah.
If I did an interesting example with myself a few months ago. I said, if I had $100 million, what would I do, right? To find out what I really want to do in my life. And I just wrote down some things that I would want to do.
I gave it away.
Right?
I don't want it.
If I had $100 million, right? And then another one here is my ideal future, right? What would I do if I had my ideal future? And so on. And you can just daydream or build ideas, right, on different things and so on.
Yeah, there is a
Okay, good. So for 190 euros, you can build your ideal future. You can build a mind map saying what you would do if you had 100 million. This isn't going to give you 100 million. You can build a mind map for it. And so the home and student version is 62 euros. The ultimate version is 190 euros.
What I'd like to do is I'd like you to create your own brain map of where you're going in the future now as a result of this course. What are you going to do, right, as a result of leaving this course? I'm going to ask you at the end of the day anyway, right? But what I'd like you to do is put in the middle your name, right, and then maybe identify some of these branches, right? What training are you going to do in the future? What are your career plans? What skills do you need to learn, right? Who do you need to talk to as a result of this course? Your manager or your employees, for example. And just start building a brain map of what are you going to do as a result of this course, your future in the future. We've got 15 minutes, right? Just start building a brain map, right? And the brain map, as we said, you put your name in the future, you put the main titles like that, and then you start building the main ideas around the brain map. And you can do it just a picture, a visual picture of what you want to do.